Okay, so this time I will be narrating my latest building video. I have been quite inactive lately, and that's because life generally. So I just decided to build the house I have been dreaming about, or more like daydreaming. And this kind of house is quite typical here in Finland, but I really like the idea of having a really straightforward room planning and everything that goes with it. Like, this will be symmetrical and it will have only one floor and, well, not that many rooms. Unfortunately, I can't speed up this version, so this video will be quite long, but I hope you will enjoy this as I am too trying to get through this. So I could say something about my life in the meantime. In the clip I'm choosing the right window, and that will make take a moment. It appears my what's the word? My skills have been quite bad because I haven't spoken in English for many months, but I hope you can tolerate this. I have been studying Finnish language and literature in university here in Finland, and for that to happen I had to leave my previous city and move to Joensuu. And here I am living right now, and life has been quite rough. We had some quite dramatic, or more like one dramatic event in the fall, and that was quite a shock for all my friends too. But life here is quite pleasant. I'm getting used to the studies, and well, it takes quite a lot because I haven't been quite creative, and this is been quite hard for me because I love to create something and I simply haven't been able to make anything new. So now I'm quite happy that I can build something. There will be people asking for the download link for this house, but I can't give it to you because after I was done recording this video my game decided to crash, so I lost the entire progress, but at least we have this video footage. always forget the right keys, so I sometimes switch to night mode, but that is not too bad, I hope. So here I am just measuring the house and making it all symmetrical and deciding where every room is located. I'm not sure if I will ever be able to build a house like this. I know, since this is quite typical mansion in Finland, there will be some that look quite close to this one. So maybe I will buy one instead of building, and there will be, well, the cost will be quite high, and I am not going to, well, I would love to be an author in the future, and I know that will be not so, how do I say it, financially it will be okay, but not much enough to build or buy a house like this. So this is more like my dream house. But the house I will be buy in the future will also be in old-fashioned style, but not so aristocratic like. It will be quite surprising for you to see that I'm decided to build this in one floor, because most of my houses have several floors and towers and extra wings and stuff like that, but I decided to be quite realistic. I hope I don't make any fatal flaws, because I decided to record this in one try. So this is more like me when I'm streaming, but of course this time I don't have the chance to communicate with any of you. But I know there will be some old friends, and I really like that you have been with us, with me, that is, for the last 2 years or so, and I'm really grateful for that. I decided to delete my old Discord channel, and I hope you don't mind it. I just decided to focus on my life and spend less time in Discord. And I feel like it wasn't fulfilling the purpose. But yeah, everything is quite good in my life, so no need to worry. I just have been quite tired and busy. So about this house, there will be the entrance hall, or more like entrance, and it's quite small compared to my normal builds, and there will be access to the kitchen right through the little hallway I will create, and there will be a little eating area and larger dining hall, the dining room. next to the kitchen that will be used only for the times I have visitors, and that is part of my dream house, to host bigger or smaller social events, because it will be quite lonely, and that's because I am planning to be single for my entire life. Um, the exterior is not what it will be like in the future, in the real house, that is, because there is such little amount of textures and details that I can use to make the exterior look nice, and it will be more like there will be more white. I guess. I guess the game has its limits, so it will be not that long. The house, I mean, because it looks quite long right now, and it looks weird because it has only one floor. But I was quite surprised to see how nice the exterior looks. It could have been worse. So this will have two bedrooms, one for me and one guest bedroom, and between them is the dressing up room slash small office, and it will function as extra guest room is if there is more visitors. And of course there will be on the left the living room, and this one will be a sitting room, or there will be a billiard table, and in the opposite part of the house will be a library. And there will be two bathrooms and one for the functions of the house. I don't remember the correct name for that room, but there will be machines to wash clothes and some cupboards for clothes, etc. Now I'm figuring out where to put the fireplaces, and there will be 3 or maybe 4 fireplaces, and they will be at the corners of the rooms because that's how we like to make them. I don't know if you exactly know what kind of fireplaces I am talking about, but they are round and they don't usually have a window, so I don't know if that is a design that is used anywhere else besides Finland. But now I'm doing just something to mark where the actual fireplaces would be. Oh, at this point I forgot to turn off the constraint floor elevation cheat, but I guess now I turned it off. It was quite interesting to see the house when it was finished, because it felt like something I wouldn't want to live in. But this is just the game, so maybe in the real house it will be much different, because the proportions of the rooms and height of the walls and colors and everything will be much better. But this is pretty much everything I have in my mind when I'm thinking about my dream house. Okay, so this is the dining room. I have seen plenty of pictures of mansions where the dining room is quite unwelcoming. Is that a word? Maybe, maybe not. So I will be extra careful to make it look like you can enter it anytime and be happy and be like at home. Feel like at home, that is. Oh, and this is the kitchen, and this is the small casual dining area. And I feel like the sun will be rising from that house of that part of the house. No, that's not the correct way of saying it. That side of the house, yes. So it will be quite a nice lightning in the morning. But I have to figure out if that is the great or the best way, because the light is so different in the winter and in the summer, and the day cycle is affecting their rooms too, so I don't want to get it too hot in the summer and too dark. Okay, so this part of the video might be quite boring, because I am just adding more details to the exterior, but eventually it turned out to be just great, and you get a rough idea of what the house would be like. Oh, and I have some great news. I bought a new computer in the fall, so it feels really different now, and I have every expansion and stuff pack installed, and still the game looks and runs perfectly. Oh, that was my phone, sorry. Maybe this kind of idea is too usual, but I like to do this every time. Are those water pipes? I don't know, but I use them to make the windows look more detailed. But this will take quite a while, and I forgot to stop recording and show only the results. I don't know if I will build this house again. Maybe not. It feels like this would be quite nice to try and live in it with my Sims. And one quite interesting thing occurred when I was furnishing this. I was more into making it work in real life. Like some objects in the bathrooms and kitchen were quite strategically excuse me, excuse my pronunciation, it's quite poor. I mean, the placement of certain objects were it was quite clear to me, because I was more like thinking, what if I'm actually entering this room? What would be the best option? So maybe this building this house was quite a lesson for me, because I usually build just what looks good, but I forget to think about the actual living part of the house. Oh, by the way, I just got one comment, and I got plenty of them back in the months, and I'm sorry that I haven't answered any one of them. I don't know why, but there was this one comment I wanted to answer. It was in the video The Sims 3 finished spelling manner, and it was made by MDF, and he or she says, all your works are definitely impressive, have been a fun for quite a while now, but I think the only problem with majority of your lots are there are just too many objects in it that just loading the lot takes a lot of time and not really playable, since it makes the game sluggish playing on the lot. I think for your next builds, my suggestion is don't overdo it on the objects, especially the outdoor decoration only items that you repurposed with movie objects. Make your lot more playable. I guess you can also make two types of each lot, one playable lot and one solely for the design that follows exactly what you have in mind. I am trying to play some of the lots you made, this lot included, but I have to trim down a lot of the outdoor decoration stuff to make the lot playable. It's also my preference of having less crowded and more minimalist feel to the lots that I play, but I also have been around the world and seen places. But I also have been around the world and seen places and feel that empty, large, wide, tall spaces are the ways to show wealth. Palaces, castles, and mansions all have wide open spaces. It kind of tries to show excess with space, but I guess everyone have their own preferences. First of all, thanks for that comment. It was very thoughtful, and I really liked that you gave me some ideas. I don't want to sound too defensive, but the purpose of making houses for me is not to play in them, but make them look as beautiful as possible. And yes, I know I'm really aware of that they are not that playing or gaming friendly. And I see your point, it would be nice to play with them also, but mainly I have been recording my house building processes just for the videos, and my purpose is not to share my work. I don't know if you get my idea. The point is, I build for the aesthetics, and the building process is the thing I want to focus on. And I have been uploading my projects for me and for those who want to see the houses in their own games. So I hope that clarifies why my houses are quite, I don't know, heavy to play on. And that is really nice point. And thanks for that comment. And what you are talking about wealth and space, it's quite... Oh, side note. I wonder if you saw that house in the background. It was my latest build, but I haven't been recording it, but it was something quite old too. Okay, so the thing you are talking about, wealth and space and usage of items, is really good. I really sometimes think about that type of things, like how to make the houses look realistic and how to make them fulfill their purpose. And I know the spelling manner was partially quite chaotic because I filled it with objects, and that made it look, well, quite good at some points, but too crowded. Oh, here you are seeing one of my most used trick. I use those cupboards or shelves to make the exterior look more 3D three-dimensional, if that's the word. And those objects come with the generations expansion pack. I really can't say anything about this year. I don't know if I will be able to make more houses, but maybe I will focus more on the interior in the future, because that really fascinates me. It seems I have built so much huge buildings that I want to focus on the details more. At this point I don't know what to say. Maybe the height of the rooms is way too small. That's for sure. But I decided to not use this floor because it will be too tall. But I will... Okay, so I guess that was the end result of the exterior. Now I'm just adding a pathway. I didn't add any plants because I have always trouble with it. But there will be some trees around my house in the real time. Oh, there is my house. Did you see it? And again, I don't know if I will record it and publish it, but now you saw it. There are plenty of unfinished mansions and castles and stuff like that that I haven't shared with you because I'm quite I don't know, I'm selective. I don't want everything to go published because if I don't believe in the house fully enough, I want to leave it. There has been some questions about what world is the one I am building in. It's the good old Sunset Valley that comes with the original game. And I usually use the same spot in the neighborhood. But actually right now I'm not building in the typical one because the house you saw is in that spot. So that's quite new spot for me right now. Oh, now I'm recoloring the first wallpaper for the entrance. Don't worry about the color of the floor. I decided to make it more dark and rich. But this time I decided to go with as light and pale colors as possible because I just wanted to give you an idea of what the colors would be. And I think they turned out to be pretty good. Just recoloring all the doors and arches. I don't know if that sound was recorded, I don't know. But I hope you don't mind. You didn't get a Discord message or anything like that. That was my Discord. Um, oh, and now placing some lights because that's quite important. So this is a sitting room slash billiard room, and there is the small corridor to kitchen, and next to the corridor is the smaller bathroom for the visitors, and there is the library. I decided to recolor that wallpaper later, and here is the maybe the second most important room, the living room. To be honest, that color was not so good. It's quite pale. And here is the dining room. I believe it was something yellowish or greenish. Let's see what I decided to make. I believe it was something like green, or maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I guess that was it. No? Now we are getting close. Maybe this one. No? Oh, it's good enough, but it's quite cold. Cold and unfriendly, but maybe if I will build this house again, it will be better. And there the kitchen. I believe I was going with a painted wall, not any wallpaper. Because that's the kitchen and there will be mess I want to avoid at any cost. Because it will be annoying to change the wallpaper because of the marks there will be because of cooking. And there's a small bathroom. But is it a bathroom if there is no shower? That's the question. And now I believe, yes, I decided to recolor the colors in here, but I don't remember what colors I choose. Maybe something bluish? Yeah. But that's not the final pattern I was using. Or was it? I don't know. Yeah, that's good enough. Then some lights for the kitchen, I believe. Not yet, apparently. Oh, maybe I got the right word. Laundry. That's it. Maybe I'm not doing my best today, but that's okay. Oh, and one of those walls will be demolished because I don't want that big hallway to take all the space. And there will be the actual bathroom. I really don't know what's gonna happen next. Oh, the doors. Of course, because that is the guest bedroom. And if I remember it right colors in the guest bedroom are gonna be like greenish or sage, if that is the word. Yeah, yes, something like that, but not close. Not that close. Oh, and this is the work, I mean office and dressing up room, and this will be my bedroom. And the office will be colored green, and my room will be yellowish. If I were to build this house, I would add basement too, but for this version there's one only the ground floor. The basement will give so much space. Oh, and the lights. I really don't know if my home will have that many golden trim objects. Maybe not, because I want to keep it quite simple after all. And that's my bedroom. And it appears I have been talking about 45 minutes, and that's quite a long time for me, since I can't remember the last time I recorded a video or had a live stream. But I think I'm doing pretty good. Maybe I will share this video as a premiere, so I will be answering your comments. And I will try to be not that awkward and embarrassed about my way of talking. Okay, now my favorite green. I really like that specific color because it seems quite a lot of things go well with it. Yes, right, that one. As you have probably guessed, there will be no red or orange wallpapers. I will use them in the furniture, but not in the walls, because for me red is quite aggressive and provoking, and I don't want that in my house. Oh, now the lights for the kitchen. Finally. I don't know if videos that are that long and have not been sped up are enjoyable, but at least this time you could follow my instructions and build this house on your own. On the retrospective, I don't think the floor in the kitchen is the right one. Because the cupboards will be slightly white and blue. As you can see in a moment. But I don't know what's happening with my game, because I was not able to make those corner pieces, as you can see momentarily. One thing I want to share about my life is that I might be on the autistic spectrum, and that's quite big deal for me because it feels like it affects my entire life. And it would be nice to know if there are others that are on the spectrum. I don't know if you heard that Discord notion, but I heard it. Of course. So, if there are others on the spectrum, I would love to hear from you. My main problem seems to be that I can't truly see and believe who are my real friends, and that has been causing problems for my entire life. So it's a really big deal for me. We are now doing some research, and if I get the diagnosis, it will be a relief for me and for others too. I hope. Oh, right now I was thinking about what kind of mirrors I want to have, and it seems I don't want it to be that too big or too over the top. So I decided to go with a small and round one. This one. Maybe I want to be more modest if that sounds rich. It's because it is because a house like this is not that modest. It's way too big for one single guy. The reason I'm not speeding up this video I mean, is because I had my new computer and I didn't get the chance to have my old video editing program anymore because I had really old one I sorry really old version of Windows Video Maker, and that was everything I needed for my videos and editing. So now I'm using the video editor that is quite new, and I haven't got the chance to buy the pro version yet, so I can't speed up the video. Maybe in the future, who knows. At least that gives me the opportunity to talk about this house and tell something about my life and stuff like that. That kind of shelves are really my thing. They give the house a really nice feeling, like it is being lived in. And now there goes the wall. And now I'm just adding some objects all around the house to kind of um, as little reminders of what I will use every room for. Now I think I will be recoloring the floors. Yes, I think it gives a really nice atmosphere. Or maybe I should have tried some more brown colors, because they would be more natural. But I don't know. That's just one idea. Actually, I could try to build this house in The Sims 4, because I believe there are many more ways to decorate the exteriors. It will be quite nice to try. But I am not saying that I would start building more houses in The Sims 4, because that game is quite limited in its own way. But some things are just better. I hope if they will make The Sims 5, they that it will have an open world like The Sims 3 has, but more house building tools than in The Sims 3. Actually, there is that one new game they are working on, and it's an indie game called Paralives, and I am really excited about it. Once it's released, I will definitely buy it. In the real version there will be a door to the backyard, but I don't know the location for that. Maybe in the laundry. And it will break the symmetry in a nice way. And now the formal dining room. Okay, about 9 minutes to go. Let me forget about that. I was actually going to say that I will add some music at the end of this video, but maybe not. I will just continue talking about, because I feel like doing it. Oh, and next I'm adding a larger cupboard for the kitchen, because I would like to have stuff like the flowers and stuff like that in a special location. And also it looks nice. Good old rocking chair. That is a must for my home. I don't have one right now, but eventually I will own. Oh, and now the stove. I don't know what's up with my game, but that's quite annoying. Oh, and now the upper shelves. Actually, my sister has a rocking chair that is actually really close to that blue color, and I had it in my mind when I was recoloring the rocking chair. And now the curtains, I believe. What I was aiming for was, let me search the word, lace. That is lace curtains, because that's what I like. Because maybe I'm not that into really heavy curtains. For the living room I went with quite simple and red curtains. Not this one, but this one, yes. I don't think if I can sync up the audio and the video, but I hope there is not too much wrong timing. That was a bad idea. But interesting one, nonetheless. Okay, this is getting to look pretty nice. At least to me. But if I were to build this house again, I will try different colors on the floors. Oh, maybe this will not be for the billiard table. I don't know. Maybe in the library instead. Okay, I believe that was it. I'm now just looking around the house. I really hope someone made it through this video and perhaps even enjoyed it a little. I really enjoyed building this, and it was actually quite enjoyable to narrate this. But I know I made a lot of mistakes, but I'm not trying to give you the implication that I will be better and fluent in English. Anyway, thanks for watching and see you later.